Today what we're going to do is we're going to work on the unit, the Modern American Table Setting. So I have 4 goals for this class period. Okay? My first goal is I want you guys to utilize the proper terminology. What that means that instead of just saying like a utensil, like you might say a home or a fork, you're calling all the silverware, you call it flatware. Okay? So I'm going to be walking around once you guys get in your groups and making sure that you guys are calling everything by the proper terminology. Also, you have flatware, you have tableware. Tableware is like your plates, your bread and butter plate. Tableware is even your mug here and your saucer. It's tableware. So what do you think glassware is? The cups, okay? So from discussion yesterday, do you remember the 2 kinds of glassware that we need?
Beverage and water.
Okay, so we have the water and the beverage. All right. My second goal is for you guys to actually demonstrate this place setting. So I'm going to go over everything that I have here, and then you guys are going to come up to this cart where your flatware, tableware, your glassware, it's all right here. And you guys are going to demonstrate that you know where everything goes in the table setting. And I'll put you into groups here in just a second. Third goal is I want you guys to articulate why you are putting the items where. For instance, why are you putting the salad fork on the far end of the forks? Why aren't you putting it right next to the plate? Why do you have your dessert flatware at the top of the dinner plate? So I want you guys to articulate to me why you do certain things. Okay, and then lastly, I want you guys to collaborate with your groups about the place setting. And what you're going to do with the collaboration is I have envelopes, and each group will be given an envelope. And there are questions for you guys to ask your group, your peers. And I want you guys to self-check. You are getting graded on the place setting being, the American table setting being correct. Okay? So help each other out, work with each other. If one of your peers is not understanding something in your group, that's the opportunity to try to help them and explain why it is there from our previous discussions. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I'm coming around, I want to hear you guys using the proper terminology. What's the proper terminology?
Flatware.
For the forks, okay? What's your proper terminology?
Glassware.
And then what is your proper terminology for the
Tableware.
tableware, okay? So let me just explain where everything goes. First, for your place setting, you're always going to have your dinner napkin. Okay, so we got these dinner napkins. Then you're going to have your salad fork. Your salad fork is smaller than your dinner fork. You guys see that? So that's when you come up here, you'll be able to tell which one the salad fork is by the size of it. Salad fork, dinner fork. You won't put your plate down yet. You'll have your knife. It's going to be pointed inwards towards the plate. You'll have your teaspoon. And then above your dinner plate, you're going to have your dessert fork and then your dessert spoon. Okay, let's move on to the tableware. So for tableware, you're still not going to put down your plate quite yet, but you're going to have your saucer and your mug. And that's going to be right there next to the teaspoon. And then you're going to have your bread and butter plate and then a butter knife. You'll know it's a butter knife because what size? Is it bigger or smaller than a dinner knife?
Smaller.
Smaller, okay, for spreading butter. Then you're going to have your beverage glasses, your glassware. This is gonna be your water glass. The smaller glass is gonna be for your water. That's gonna go above the tip of the knife. And then you're gonna have your beverage glass, which is gonna be your larger glass. The last thing to come with a dinner is what? Your dinner plate. So your dinner plate will be directly in front of your customer. And you'll have your plate setting. This is a modern American table setting. Okay. Any questions about that? No? Okay, let me put you in your groups here. I want you to first get into your groups and then discuss who's going to get what. I'll tell you where you're going to sit, or you guys figure out where you're going to sit in your group. That's fine. And then figure out who's going to get what. If you need to refer back to the place setting, you can look right here. Remember, 1 inch off the edge of your table is where you're starting to put your place setting. So let's see. In this group right here, I'm going to have Brooke, Samantha, Charlie, Kylie, and Andrea. So you guys can start moving. I'm going to have the far table over there, Lorraine, Shaw, Haley, Kelsey, and Trevor. There are tablecloths down here. Each table will need a tablecloth.
I'm so sorry.
All right. And then figure out what you need and then start coming up here to the cart. Okay? So if you all want to just grab a place setting for yourselves, who's going to get the tablecloth? And let's get moving towards the cart. You're going to get, that's a good question. You're going to get 1 per person. So you're going to have 5 place settings with your table setting. Okay? Do you guys hear that?
I'll get all the glassware. I'll get the glassware. Okay, but I'll get the glassware.
Here, Trevor, you go. Yep, I'll take this one. Somebody's getting the saucers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we call that, Samantha? Glassware. Okay, and the larger cups, are they the water cups or the beverage cups? Very good. It might help. Remember how I said napkins can go first and kind of set everything up? It might help to get your flatware out first so you can kind of line everything up based on that.
Sorry.
All right. What else is your group?
We doing one more. I don't know what we're doing.
All right. What is that called, Lorraine?
Flatware.
The flatware. Very good.
All right.
Okay, so we can start doing the napkins first. Remember which side the napkins are on? The left. The left. Very good. Very good. Okay.
Dinner board.
group, how can we help Rick out?
Well, we can go ahead and put the dinner plate, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the forks.
Yeah, your salad bar needs to be on the end.
Okay. Why do we want our salad fork on the very end?
That's what you And it'll be the
Very
first
first
thing. Yeah.
Okay. It'll be the first thing that you eat and the first thing taken away, right? So you'll have your dinner fork later. Those are actually the dessert forks.
Yeah.
Wait, those? You
They're
told me those
all-
the smaller ones. The smaller ones.
Those are the dessert forks with the long. They're the smallest. So they're longer. So then we need regular forks here.
Let's see one of the,
It's okay.
okay, now I'm seeing. I'm kind of seeing it.
Okay, so you're facing your plate. What goes on your left hand side,
I'm actually
Samantha?
seeing. I'm actually seeing.
Okay, so you're gonna have your salad fork and your fork on your left hand side. What's gonna go on your right?
Your glassware, your dinner fork.
That's okay. Okay, so let's look at this. Group help her out.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
Forks
so
are on the left. The right goes
Now we
with
just put.
move this out of the way.
and the teaspoon.
So look at your flatware. Yep. So what goes on your left?
Your space.
Or flatware? Yes. Flatware that goes on the left.
I don't think we're gonna have enough room.
I got it.
Just do the best you can, try to get everything in. Okay.
And this is dessert space. I'm gonna.
Okay. I want you to think when you hold your knife, what hand do you grab it with? Your left or your right? I think when you're eating.
You're right, you're right.
Okay. So, what can we do differently with the flatware?
Put the knife on.
Yes, put your knife on the right hand side. Very good. So let's move the glassware out of the way for right now. Okay. And I know it's going to be cramped, but we're going to do the best we can. All right. Now, let's say group. Let's help over here. Let's help Samantha for just a second. You're doing
Can I
great.
ask you one question?
Yes.
To take up less space, can we not just put the fork on the napkin? Just take up a little bit less space.
No, we're just going to put the napkin to the left and just kind of squeeze it all in closer to the dinner plate.
Alright. I'm just thinking of space wise.
Okay. So let's see. The forks all go on the same side.
No, that's actually the
Okay.
dessert fork. She actually said that these were actually
So-
That's the dessert.
no, she actually said this one was supposed to be the dessert. So this is
So let's look at this. The forks go on the same side. Now, which side do we say the knife goes on?
Actually, that's this side, the right.
The right. So what pairs with the knife?
said that this one is
Soup.
The teaspoon.
Yes,
Teaspoon.
teaspoon.
Very good. Very good. So then move your forks over to the left hand side.
I know.
Okay. Now let's look at your forks.
Did you say that the small fork was for the dessert or for the salad?
The
Dessert, I'm thinking.
This fork is for the dessert. The smallest fork is for your salad.
Okay, so I don't.
Okay. So your salad, because you're always going to work from the outside in, because your salad is what you're going to eat first. Okay? And then they're going to take the salad fork away, and then you're going to have your dinner fork. Okay? So now let's start looking at the other tableware. Remember, this is tableware.
this goes. This stays over here, right? And then
Let's see, where does it go? Let's see, Charlie. Okay, this is your napkin, right? Okay, so where does the napkin go in the place setting?
Towards the,
Yeah, perfect, okay? So now you have room for your saucer and your mug, okay? And it's just gonna go right there towards the side.
we have an extra.
If you have extra, just go ahead and put it on the cart.
And this is the bread, like the bread and butter rock.
Yes, ma'am.
And then this goes.
Okay, so you guys help each other out. Once you guys are done,
Make sure.
look over everybody else's.
Make sure this part's planted.
How's it going?
I think you got it good.
Think you guys have it? Okay, let's look here.
Move the mug right beside the
Okay.
beverage spoon.
We have one extra spoon, and that's fine because we're not doing the soup spoon today.
Oh,
Okay.
And then that would be.
If you were to do the soup spoon though,
There we go.
it would go on the very outside, just like your salad fork, because it's usually soup or salad, right? So you're gonna grab those first. So you guys can just go ahead and place them there, that's fine. Okay? All right. Did you guys, know? Which one's your teaspoon? Very good, very good. Okay? So have you guys checked each other's out?
Wait a minute.
Partially.
Okay?
I think this is, should be.
It's all.
Okay?
That works.
Yep. Okay, good. So it's okay. So we move the dessert fork. Okay, let's see. All right. You guys hang tight for a second. I'm going to get you guys your envelope. All right. All right. Has everybody here checked? Okay. Have you checked each other's? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. You guys have checked everything.
Yes.
Okay. Does one person want to look over here at the place setting just to make sure everything's correct? Does one person here want to check just to make sure everything's correct with the original place setting, or you feel like you got it? You think you got it? Okay. I'm going to give you guys your envelopes, and they will have questions in them. And with those questions, I want you to collaborate as a group, and it's kind of like a self-check as well after you answer the question to make sure everything is correct. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Who wants the envelope in this group? Okay. All right. Who wants the envelope in this group? Okay. So my suggestion is for each of you to grab a question and go around your table and ask each other the question. You guys answer it. You give it to Andrea. There you go. Okay. Passing it around.
Yeah.
How many inches should your cover be from the edge of the table?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
What flat where it goes above the dinner
You
plate?
don't have to reach
It's
around
the
the
Yeah.
table, just
Or
get
it's
it.
gonna be like-
dessert fork and dessert spoon.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can ask each other too. So he just asked about the dessert fork or what goes above the dinner plate. Check your place setting to make sure that you have those items.
Okay. How many inches should your cover be from the edge of the table?
What flatware are on the
Like
right
plate
plate
and then what fork?
and then the
Okay,
dinner?
you have your salad fork, and then you have your,
Alright, well, I got two. Okay.
What glassware should be placed above the tip of your knife?
You were
Water.
watching
Yeah.
that.
That would be the rest of it, yeah. And second one would be what table, or what flatware,
What tableware is placed above the fork?
laid in what order?
The bread plate and the butter knife.
Are there any more questions?
Yeah. What flatware goes above? This is the dessert. The forks, and then there's one more little, and they're facing off the way.
What flatware is to the right of the dinner plate, and in what order?
Okay,
The salt.
if you have soup, and it's your soup spoon. And then there's this spoon. And your dinner.
Hey, did you guys get all your questions answered?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you guys to talk amongst each other, and I want you guys to come up with a question for me that you as a group have about the modern American table setting. I want you to think about it. I'll come back in just a few minutes, okay?
Everything good with this?
Okay, you guys are all done here?
Yes.
Okay, I want you guys now to try to come up with a question for me that you have about the American table setting, okay?
All right.
Okay, so think about it and I'll be right back to you.
That's yours.
That's fine.
Do we have a question?
Okay, who's gonna tell me who has a question?
Okay, the question is, how can you tell the difference between the salad and the dinner fork compared to any other dessert forks?
Okay, so, which we kind of touched on this earlier, and I know you guys were confused a little bit about which one the dessert fork was. And every flatware that you buy is gonna look a little different, okay? And this is not necessarily matching, so I can see where your question came from. Do you see how this one, can everyone see? This one is smaller than the regular dinner fork. Let's look now at your dessert fork and see how this is even smaller. Not necessarily this, because that could be different shapes right here at the base, but this is even smaller than the salad fork.
Also, we're not thinking about what height we're thinking about.
Yes.
This is the actual prong itself.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do
That's
you,
what I was confused with, because I was looking at how long it was, not the width of the prong itself.
okay, what do you guys think you'd use a dessert fork for?
Say for like cake or.
Okay, why is that on top of your dinnerware?
You get it after you get
Everything else, so basically you just.
Right. So all of these items would be cleared out,
Right.
and then dessert is very last. Okay. Tell me here, which one's your water glass?
Water would be the smallest.
Okay, and it's above the tip of the knife. Okay, the dinner knife. That's an easy way to think about it. Also, your beverage glass. Okay. And what is this called? What's the correct terminology? Glassware. Okay. Now this is kind of tricky because this is still like something you drink with, and I want you guys to think about how you hold a mug. Okay, so turn them all so the handle's to the right. Perfect, so that you can grab it. It's easy access. Okay. What is this called? It's not glassware.
That's
The
a.
saucer.
Tableware.
Tableware.
Which I
Okay.
have a question. Why isn't the mug and saucer be considered as glassware as well, since you're gonna be drinking out of it?
That's a good question, and I think the main reason is this is glass. And if you look at, this is
Glass and
all the
everything's
same
Ceramic.
same ceramic, yes. So your glassware is just your water and your beverage,
Okay.
okay? Okay. Any questions? Okay,
I'll go back and think
you guys hang tight for a second. Let me look over this. You guys did really good. Who's over 8 with all this? You have? Okay.
That was on the cruise.
On a cruise, that's okay.
The boneless grill.
Okay. So it's kind of, maybe it's easier if you've ate with this place setting before as opposed to not eating it because you've seen it and seen how it's worked, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Just hang tight. I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys. What's your question?
Okay, our question is, what would you do if the person used the wrong spoon?
Like they bring it out.
Okay, so let's see. They use the wrong spoon. Like you're a waiter or waitress, or
Yeah, like if
okay.
you're a waiter and like they use the wrong spoon, what would you do?
Okay, so if they use their teaspoon as the soup spoon.
Yeah.
Okay, you would simply, when you're clearing the plate, go ahead and clear that spoon and bring them back really discreetly. Act like you know they did nothing wrong because they may not even know that they used the wrong flatware. Okay, just take it and then just place it. Okay, same goes for the forks.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of times people see 2 forks on the left-hand side and they're like, which one do I use? Right? So if they use their dinner fork for their salad, or vice versa, if they use the wrong fork for the salad, you would just go ahead and bring them another fork and just place it at their place setting and not say a word to them, and either they'll figure it out or you just never want the customer to feel embarrassed that they used the wrong place setting. Okay? Let's see. Do you guys have any other questions?
In any instance, would somebody use this as their cut spoon to cut stuff or cut?
They may, but they're not supposed to. That's a good question. So, what kind of knife is this again? A butter knife. Okay. Haley, what do you think you use a butter knife for?
For butter, like on bread.
Okay. So, like you might have a basket of rolls or bread that's brought out to you. You're going to take some of the butter or margarine and you're going to put it on your roll with just this knife. As the customer, the knife should never come over here. It might. Don't take it off anybody's plate. But if you see that even they're using the dinner knife for their bread and butter, what do?
Bring them in.
Yep, bring them another dinner knife. Okay? Because you might take the bread and butter plate out. Do you ever take something from them?
No, you guys ask if you're done.
Okay? So you ask if they're done with it. Okay? Do you guys have any other questions about the place setting? I do have a suggestion. When it comes to right here, where should the handles be? Okay, coffee cup. You want to actually think about how you would drink like hot chocolate or coffee or tea. And you're going to hold it like this. So it's going to be to the right. Handle. Okay, very good. Haley already had it. Very good. Okay, and then just place it right there in the middle. Okay, is this what you guys, your final product? Okay. What is the dinner plate called? What's proper terminology?
Tableware.
Tableware.
Glassware.
Okay. Tableware, that's the tricky one, right? And then how about flatware? Okay. All right. Let me make a suggestion to you guys. I want you to look at your dessert spoons and your dessert forks. I like how you have them on the top of the dinnerware. That's very good. But which order should they go in? Yes. You guys are really close. I just want to make sure you guys know that. Okay. Okay, so I want everyone here to look at their tableware. Look at your flatware. Okay. everything is at, tell me why this would benefit you knowing this information in the industry. So, I'm sorry, go ahead, Chop.
Because if we wanted to go to a fancy restaurant or start our own, we would know how to do the American placing. And so if we went to a fancy restaurant, we would know what we're using for food product.
Okay, so it goes both ways. So if you're planning on going into the industry and you decide to have a fine dining restaurant with the modern American table setting, that you know where everything's at, and you know how to educate your employees along with yourself, right? Okay? On the other hand, if you are a customer, and let's say you're in the industry, but Charlie here she has her own bakery, right? Yeah. Her dream job. She has her own bakery. Everybody knows that she owns this business across the road, that everybody knows about this bakery. And then she decides to take a client that she's trying to get this wedding cake order from, a bride and groom, and she takes this client to a fine dining restaurant. Okay? And they have all this out, if she doesn't know which one the salad fork is. Even though that's not the specifics of what she does in the culinary industry, do you think they would still expect her to know which one the salad fork is? Yes. Okay? And they would expect her to know the proper terminology. And they would expect her to especially know where the dessert fork and spoon are, right? And not use the wrong dessert fork or dessert spoon. So do you guys see how it can work both ways? It can work as someone working in the industry, or also as a customer within the industry. Okay? All right. Does anybody have any further questions? What we're going to do here in just a second, we're going to put all this stuff back on the cart. We will wash it towards the end of the class period. But when you get back to your tables, I want you guys to get your Chromebooks out. And we are going to review this information through Kahoot. Okay, so we're going to play a game to review where there should be a winner. And the winner gets a, yes. Oh, she's the winner. So then from there, we'll kind of do a little bit more review. And then we'll just see where the class period takes us towards the very end. If we have time to take a quiz on it, or if that's going to be tomorrow. Okay? Or I guess it'd be Monday. All right? Okay. If you guys could put everything back kind of within the same area, that'd be great.